We must reduce government by at least 25%, even if it takes replacing every incumbent in Congress, congressman, senator, and president to do so. Did they ever think that our government would consider socialism the solution to utter fiscal stupidity?
I don't think they have.
They're still wondering whatever happened to change, line by line, transparency, bringing the troops home, and a new era of responsibility. They too are sick of the big Joseph Goebbels-style lie, media abuse, and manipulation. They too are sick of the attempt to control every aspect of our lives. They like us, are afraid of what these people are doing to our beloved country and the economy. As far as my opponent, David Wu, he stated the following at a St. Helens Town Hall meeting in response to a concerned senior citizen's question on being called the mob. As part of David Wu's response, he stated, "My political obituary has been written many times. If you do not like how I represent you, vote for somebody else."
Done deal.
I think we should call him on that one. I'm a son of a military patriot and a hard-working German immigrant mother.
Thank you, sir.
I'm a veteran, a small business owner, and a competent real estate investor. I'm not a pathologically congenial, spineless chameleon. I will not dishonor you by shaking your hand, looking you in the eye, telling you what to want to hear for political expedience. I will honor you with truth and integrity. And unlike the politically protected, I live the oath to duty, honor, and country.
Yes, sir.
My family's birth certificate was written in 1776. Its paper, the fabric of freedom, justice, equality, and unlimited opportunity. Its ink, the blood of patriots from Valley Forge. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow patriots, this travesty of a government cannot stand. It must not stand, and we will not let it stand.
Right on.
My name is Steve Broadett. I thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Necessary to tackle the issues that currently cloud our country's future.
Good evening, everyone. My name is John Kuzmanich. What a great turnout for this Labor Day Tea Party. A tea party to ensure that Oregonians get the chance this January to reject the irresponsible job-killing increases passed by our legislature. Thank you all for showing up. This is the 4th tea party I've attended this year. These tea parties have given me hope for a rebirth of our country. And like a lot of you, there have been times this past year, after watching what's gone on in this country, that I've needed some hope. But no matter how good we feel about these tea parties and the new energy they're bringing, apparently the media doesn't see it our way. What they say about the tea parties is pretty dismissive. They say we're AstroTurf, not grassroots. They think we're fake. The president says, "What tea parties?" And when they finally acknowledge that we're real, they say, the people that come here, and that means all of you, they say we're just crackpots who listen to right-wing talk radio. I wish the media could see what I see when I look out over these events. I see people from the best families. I see military veterans, old and young, people of all walks in life and all skin colors. I see the best people in the country here, people who care about saving this nation. The media types are wrong, flat wrong. What I see happening in this country is an awakening. I see average citizens standing up and taking back their nation, changing its direction from contraction to growth, reestablishing fairness through merit. Telling those establishment types, the Charlie Rangels and the Barney Franks, to quit cheating. demanding that our government stop hurting the hardworking people of Main Street America. Like a lot of people in my generation, I often took for granted what we have, what we were given by our parents and grandparents. I'm not doing that anymore. My generation didn't have to fight on the beaches of Normandy. My generation was too young to slog through the rice paddies of Vietnam. My generation got to play some video games, drink some beers, chase a few girls, but most of all, we got to live our lives. Today, that hard-won peace and prosperity is in jeopardy. This is our generation's crisis. We can't sit on the sidelines any longer, even if the media wants us to. It's time to step up, and it's time to serve. Last month, when a woman was mugged at my office complex in Beaverton, I couldn't sit by and watch. I had to jump in and stop the mugging. Mugging is exactly what the ruling elites are doing to our future. And like all of you, I can't stand by and watch it any longer. That is why I, John Kuzminich, am here today to announce my candidacy in Oregon's 1st Congressional District against David Wu.
I don't know what to say. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now I'm ready. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys. Hello, I'm Rob Cornelis, and I'm an Oregonian. Today we gather in Pioneer Courthouse Square. This is the very ground where you stand and sit today that the very first schoolhouse in Portland stood at one time. This ground is a place of learning, of education, of improvement. It's also a place where we honor the Portland pioneers that once made this city great. If we go all the way to the other side of the country in Washington, D.C., I think of the U.S. Capitol building. It's a place that has known greatness. Inside the U.S. Capitol building, as you enter to visit, high above the wall is an inscription that's painted. It's a quote from Benjamin Franklin that all lawmakers see as they walk into session. That quote goes as follows: "Without freedom of thought, there can be no such thing as wisdom, or no such thing as public liberty without freedom of speech." End of quote. We are here today to freely think and speak together. So let me share with you 6 things that we should be thinking and speaking about. I've asked my friend Tyler to join me right over here on the stage. The first thing that we should be thinking and speaking about is the bailout bill. Here it is. The second thing is the TARP bill. The third thing is the stimulus bill. Fourth, the cap and trade bill. And lastly, the health care bill. Isn't it symbolic that our youth have to hold our work? This is weighing down the future generations, and I'm not going to stand for it anymore. But there's a 6th thing that we need to be speaking and always thinking about. It is this. It's called the U.S. Constitution. I want to be your representative, ladies and gentlemen, because I know how to do more with less. I know how to be prudent, how to save. But when government runs into hard times, what do? They tax. And if that's not enough, they increase your fees, your regulations, and ultimately they force you and your employers to either pack it in or move across the river, or worse, move overseas. And then, almost according to plan, they ride in and sweep up the mess by contending we need another government program to make up for the miserable conditions that remain, conditions which they contributed to.